It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
So, last we left off, Bell's Hells, after traversing crossed plains to the Fey Realm, in transit to destroy one of the Malleus keys that had been constructed and prepared by the Ruby Vanguard under Ludinus Deleth in preparation for the coming Apogee Solstice, a climactic celestial event that promises to bring an apex of magical power and change to Exandria. You've come through after meeting the long-spoken about Grandma Mori, Nana Mori of Fern, infiltrated the Shiver Keep, where one of these Malleus keys lie, after spreading out amongst the interior of the courtyard and finding a means of destroying the Malleus key, sending it exploding and left in a tangled mass of metal and flame. You also called the attention of the Sorrowlord Zathuda, riding atop his Fey dragon, known as Gloamglut. You begin to flee the courtyard of the keep into the forest outside, heading westward, more or less from where you attacked this key, in search of the gate that you told would lead you back to Exandria. But in the process, sustained some blows. Fern, you are knocked to unconsciousness, and you hear the screeches above of the now angered Sorrowlord and his mount flying above the forest, searching for you, his current prey. Indeed. You are currently hidden by one of your Heracol veils that can keep you mostly stealthily hidden as long as you're not moving. Screeching above in the trees.
No!
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, he's gonna... Yeah, Fern's gotta be here. Let's bring her back,
Fern, make a death saving throw for me.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, you don't gotta start like that.
Well, yeah, why?
Maybe I should flip a coin to see if I should
You should
cast
just
the
bring her
spell.
back.
The Changebringer has been guiding me all night. She says to do it. Okay. I will cast Healing Word at first level.
All right.
Okay.
Can heal 11 hit points.
It's a golf game?
Yep.
11. Wait, what did you say? 11. Okay.
Drop.
Carving through the forest, this beam of black flame tears through like a laser. You watch as tree branches fall. Thick bunches of leaves and nasty-looking tangled vines and roots just hit the ground around you.
Can I pull out the horn of silent alarm? And I'm gonna give it a shot to try and direct it
Got that.
the other direction away from where we.
Horn sounds a little interesting.
Yeah.
Than you were expecting.
Hey man, I just like positive chimes, you know?
Okay. You watch as Chutney takes a deep breath and just puts all of it into this horn,
Get her.
but it's silent. Absolutely silent.
Your horn sucks, it didn't do nothing.
You also watch as a Gloamglut, who's like, suddenly their head shoots to the left and goes into a dive in a very different direction than the one that you were heading.
Nice.
You have a brief moment here.
I'm using my sorcery points. I'm going to gain back a 3rd level spell, and I'm going to send a message to Nana.
Okay.
And I'm going to send her a message and say, "This is dire. We're at the ruins by the Unseelie Court. Help us find the way to the exit. Which way? I can't message you again.
Okay.
I love you.
She heard it.
There's no response.
She didn't respond, right?
You hear the wings get louder, and you can see the wind as it passes overhead cause all the nearby branches and leaves to shake. It was in a low flying scan and just passes over, and then you watch as it rapidly kind of begins to curve around, like it picked up something. Right about that time you hear this other noise.
What?
As a massive, dark, hawk-like creature slams into the side of this. You watch as Gloamglut just gets hit in the side. You don't even watch the impact. You just watch these two things crash and then vanish over the tops of the trees before you hear the breaking of probably a dozen trees at the impact.
Go! We should go! Go!
You watch as Gloamglut kind of picks up in the air above and then just beams carving in different directions. And then suddenly from below, it gets slammed by that same creature again. Both of them then spiral down, crashing into the forest about 600 or 700 feet from where you are. You continue to run, and as you do, the thicket gets denser, and you can still hear the scuffle and fight behind you. You kind of push through and climb through, continue to follow this path, occasionally seeing up in the sky. You do see this massive kind of black bird that kind of like flies up. You catch just a quick glance, large kind of black and crow-like wings with these long talons at the end, the limbs, like the talons so long and extended that they almost fold up to an unnatural length of folding within it. And at the top you see the long neck and the head of Maury at the end.
Oh my God.
As it flies over, kind of scanning before darkened beam strikes it on the side. And you see the flames kind of erupt on the side as she kind of tumbles into the nearby forest. And you see Gloamglut go into a pursuing strike over the edge.
Yeah. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
And then eventually you come upon something that is very, very unique to this space. An oddly nightmarish vision of dark bark, like a twisting tree that was split down the middle and then spreads out to two different trunks that embed themselves in the ground to create this 12-foot tall arch. You can see there's, amongst this arch, a 12-foot door of like rolling fog that just continuously spills off and stumbles and fills the ground around it. Immediately you see something kind of crawl out from that nest of ropes above.
Fuck.
Eyes up.
You see, as you hear Orem say this and glance up, what looks to be a monstrous cyclops-like creature.
Oh, God.
With a singular cloudy eye that sits above a noseless mouth of jagged teeth with missing gaps between them. The neck is non-existent, practically. Its head kind of sitting within a bulbous torso that wears patchwork clothing of what looks like a ruined mockery of prestige, a tall harlequin collar that seems to frame the back of its shoulders. It doesn't have feet. Instead, it has 4 long, muscular arms that emerge from the torso.
So it seems we've got visitors. Tell me, who comes and visits me, Terosh the Lidley Slumber?
We have to go through, I believe, this gate that's right by you.
Is there a fee or a toll to pay?
Of course there is. For all you say, my friends, you've made your way. But each of you have curious look. What will you bring this day?
I fucking talking rhyme. Are you kidding me right now?
God.
What do you want? What's considered a toll?
It's kind of like, you see this look of like disappointment already across this like big mouth.
Oh.
And you can see like through the disappointment, the mouth is growing slightly more salivating.
I don't have much of value in my my journey. I have not been nimble, but I have something of value to me, so I can offer you this thimble.
Okay.
Nice.
And I pick out the porcelain thimble that I stole from you.
Takes it, looks at it.
Wait, hang on a minute.
All dare say, here, my little friend, I like the gifts you bring. I say to you, my little friend, go forth and may you sing.
Reaches over and kind of touches your shoulder and pushes you through the door.
No, I got
any
it.
older.
Yeah.
Here, I offer you this gift, taste of Taldori potholder.
To offend you here, I do not mean to look upon this trifle.
And he kind of glances over at his fingers.
Maybe, I think, it could be taken. Instead, that monkey's rifle.
You wouldn't dare.
Fern?
We gotta get.
I have something better. I have something better. You do not want that.
Gotta talk and run.
Fucking.
I'm not good at it.
Our day was long and too much filled with toil. It isn't much, but have this dram of burning oil, and I have a little flask of burning oil.
Grabs your head like a basketball and flings you into the gate. The rest of you begin to hear.
Right.
Oh, shit.
My name is Ladna, so don't call me Doris. But here I have this journal from a one Vespin Chloris.
So good. It's really good.
Chinny! Chinny! Drop a beat. Yo, I'm MCG! I'm here to say I love baked goods in a major way! I'm not too good at rhyming, I don't do raps, but I made you a box of ginger snaps!
Oh my god.
He's even got the lasso box!
That's incredible.
Amazing.
I'll have to say, my metal friend, I rather like the flavour. I wish there's more, but that's all right. The memory I'll savour.
Grabs you and then chucks you back into the gate.
We can scratch!
Guys, go.
Over Imogen's bunk-ass gift, we feel great remorse, but I hope you'll accept this sweet-ass rocking horse.
And it's a little rocking horse that has a little figurine that has a big eye carved in the little guy that's on the back of it.
Yes, it looks like him. Yeah.
I like this horse you offer me. Better handled with a tweezer. I think it's time you went ahead, you little stupid geezer.
Grabs you and then chucks you into the gate.
I'm gonna take the cloth that Maury gave us.
No.
Through this land we've ridden, of that I have not lied. I give you this gift to keep you hidden. Go on now, make yourself hide.
Oh boy, that was close.
That was wanted. Have we found Bailey's Achilles?
That was close.
Appreciate your second chance. Maybe this will hide. But here upon this second chance, I better let it slide.
And goes ahead and just grabs you, brings you close and kind of looks you over for a second before throws you into the gate over its shoulder.
Wait, this is a. What am I giving you? Here I have a. What is this?
Not a good start. What am I doing?
Here, why are you trying to get your phone?
Oh no, because it was buzzing. It was bothering me. I couldn't think straight.
The Fey dragon.
What's going on?
Because it was like, everything's fine.
Help.
Okay,
It's just your life. It's just your life.
here I have a simple golden skeleton key, but I must tell you, it's not as good of a present as me. But
Are you giving him your body?
Clatters up to you, kind of looking down upon you.
I think you're right. I see this key. Its gold is really shown. But don't forget, whenever you want, you're always welcome home.
Grabs you and then kind of turns around and throws you into the gate. The last thing you hear is, "You weren't invited!" before you go through the gate. At that point, you all kind of gather up, clattering on the opposite side.
Shut up. In my brain, I had switched him. Shut up. It still rhymed, all right?
You got to the edge of the cliff and you were like, I have a parachute, right?
A welcome serenity meets you on the opposite side, as you're now in another kind of jungle forest, unfamiliar to you, but less ominous, less immediately dangerous. And there's something about the air that already feels Xandrian and welcoming. You could try and climb somewhere to get a better view, or travel in a specific direction until you can have better vantage points. Right now, you're just surrounded by
foliage.
Or sit down and take a short rest.
I'll do a
Please.
quick spider climb. Climb up a tree.
There is a river that is kind of tumbling off the side of a mountain, and there's a waterfall that is falling from this river, kind of about 10 or so feet into the next river, but it makes no sound. And you look back, and that's directly where you came from.
Came through the waterfall. On this side.
From here, indeed, you can see the beautiful landscape of the Highland Bluffs around you. This is the northeastern region of the Talland Highlands. Maybe about 35 or 40 miles to the west of here, what you think might be Jelvan, the town where you originally came from.
Oh shit. Back down. Oh, Imogen. We're actually not too far from Jelvan.
Really?
And it's
The town I'm from, actually.
where we first met.
Yeah.
Like how far is far? A couple of days?
Yes, 35, 40 miles.
Is there anything in your hometown? Your mom's messed up in all this, right?
She left.
What about your other family?
My father?
Yeah. Were they together? Did they love each other?
I don't know. As far as I know.
Maybe he could tell you something about her that would help.
Wait, is he still alive?
Yeah.
Does he know that she's alive?
If he does, he never let me know.
It's been quite a while since you've even talked to your dad, no? Well,
You could
We
visit
could at
your
least-
horse.
Flora deserves it, but I don't.
You could see Sam.
FCG, what? Why are you trying to make me go there?
I'm not trying to make you.
I don't
I'm
think
just.
there's anything we need there. I
just
think
think-
what we need to do is locate the other keys and destroy them. I don't think the key is gonna be in Jelvan.
Sometimes the key to a lot of things is with our family. Is all I'm saying.
Plus, if we're going to just start walking, we could give them an exact location of where we are. And if we're in a city that you know, whether it's plane rider or our airship,
Do we want to waste 2 days traveling to a town? Or do we need to contact Ren now and go somewhere useful?
I think we need to contact somebody right now just to even see what day of the fucking week it is.
I just need an hour and I can contact somebody. I can't.
I think we should.
We need the hour regardless.
yeah, yes. I agree with Orem.
You find a place where you think you might be comfortable enough to take a short rest if you'd like.
In this time, I would like to find familiar to get back what's mine.
Okay, you got it.
I'm taking my short rest on the water.
So you go ahead and recall Pate from the ether, and you just kind of find a nearby half-eaten critter.
Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, I found like a, the bloated remains of a ground squirrel.
As you cast the spell, it's very similar to those extremely fast time-lapse photography of watching, animal corpses decay. As it bloats and pulls open, you watch as Pate's form begins to emerge, magically summoned from within the body before. It's like, hello again. Sorry, that was really intense.
You did such a good job.
No,
What was
thank
it
you.
like in eaten by that thing?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a new one.
I'm gonna use the 3rd level that I just got back. And I'm gonna send a message to Plane Rider Ren, right? That's who I should be messaging.
Unless your heart says that you want to message your father.
I can do that later. Anytime.
just know that that's an option in your life.
Thank you.
Wait, did we, what happened? It was bad. It was a bad ending. It was a bad last time you left. You saw
She
him.
hasn't talked about it, which means that maybe she's not ready to.
Yeah, that's
Talked
true.
about it a little
Talked
bit.
about it.
Not to us.
I
I feel like we did.
rode
and then-
into town and the town tried to roll me out of it in a very unceremonious
In a very violent way.
Yes, as they tend to do, and Imogen saved me. Also in a very violent way. It was very powerful, impressive. It's very capable.
It's the first time I'd ever done anything like that. I didn't even know I could.
But of course, needless to say, a couple of crazy ladies casting magic and maybe murdering a few townsfolk. We quickly had to go on the run. And, been together ever since.
Did your dad do anything to help, or?
No. But he'd been distancing himself from me for years. At the time, it felt like it bettered his reputation if I wasn't a part of his life as much anymore.
What was he known for? Things?
Oh,
or
no,
like
we just
around
worked
town?
for a very, really one of the most powerful men in the town. He Master Fairmore, he has a lot of businesses around Marquet, and he lives there, and that's where he works out of, so, he kind of takes over the town, honestly.
And you worked for him, like on his
Yeah,
farm
we ran
or
his
something?
stables.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, I can message Ren. We're back from the Fey Realm. Mission accomplished. We're at the portal near the Talent Highlands.
Oh, that is good to know. The other Verity allies are currently vying for the shadow side as we speak.
Oh, great.
I'm currently checking out the Tishton excavation site myself. You get a spell from Rin to continue the conversation.
oh, nice.
There's many Vanguard here. Guardians, golems. They're adjusting, reinforcing things. Bit of a last-minute scramble. You must have left an impact.
Oh, it's destroyed. Yeah. I don't know how to make our way to you.
Make it away.
We don't have means of fast travel. But we'd like to be of help.
I understand. Let me finish up at least my scouting mission here. If all goes well on the other side, I should meet some friends of the Verity soon. Help set the stage for... Shit!
Oh,
That's all you hear.
No!
oh no. I'm sure she's fine, but something went wrong on their end.
Ren didn't say what day it
Well,
was.
you have 13 days till the solstice.
So it is. We do have 13 days still. We didn't miss any time. The paste helped.
As far as you can tell right now, and with the promise of Mori, nothing too much has changed.
This afternoon?
It's
It's
at this
dusk,
point,
right?
it's past sunset, and you're starting to push into the evening.
We can head towards Shelvan. At least it'll give us a point of contact for the ship, all right?
You just...
But if they intercept us on the way, then that's even better.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Time is of the essence.
All right, I'm gonna send a message to Captain
Xandis.
Xandis. So we're not in Eos anymore. We need you to head towards Jelvan in the Talon Highlands to pick us up. As fast as possible.
Oh, well, then that is... Wow, you're just going all over the place. Okay, let me sober up about an hour and we'll start going. The sun has set and evening has come to the dense jungles of the Talon Islands. If there's anything you'd wish to attend to before the night's done, you can make camp here if you'd like.
When everyone's asleep and shuts off running around, I'm gonna go ding 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 on your head. You awake?
Do you want me to be awake?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yes, I'm awake.
You okay?
Well, I've been a little on edge lately. If that's what you mean.
Well, I've always done a thing where, I mean, it feels great to help people and serve other people. That just feels good in and of itself, but I do this thing where sometimes I'm always trying to help other people because it's easier to not focus on my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You follow?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I mean, I have a new clarity. I feel like there's someone out there who's helping me. It seems silly at first, but it seems to be working a little bit. I know that I'm not going to learn anything more about myself from the past, and so I just got to make a new future for myself. And the only thing that I got to go on is I got this coin, and I got possibilities, and that's it. I'm just going to follow that and see where it takes me.
Are you hearing them?
The change ring?
Yeah.
She's talking to me in this coin.
Okay. Well, I like you having a direction you like.
So far, so good. I mean, I want to give it a go and see if this is the way. Maybe it is.
Okay. Well, I don't want to pry. I just notice you you always have, but really making an effort with everyone else, and I know that you've been a little edgy yourself, and I
sure have. I didn't want to tell anybody, but like today I got the urge a couple times to like really kill Chitney. But like really though.
I think that's natural.
No, I mean, I started to spin the old blade. I was close.
Well, please don't do that.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a big question mark, and no one's gonna answer the question, so...
Yeah, but letters, here's the thing. That's what we all feel like. And, someone's gotta help the helpers.
You feel that way even though you know where you've been and what your purpose is?
I mean, I don't know what my place is in the world. I don't know why the things that have happened happen. I don't understand what the gods are doing. I don't understand why someone wants to destroy the gods. It's all a big wash.
But you want to protect your voice of the Tempest. You have that mission.
Yes.
And you want to do right by the name of your husband and his father?
That is my prime directive, yeah.
Is that all? Is that enough for you?
For right now it is. But...
what happens if you succeed?
Well, that's the question mark. I don't know what comes next. But we're probably getting out of ourselves because everything is maybe gonna turn inside out in 13 days.
I think it'll be fine.
I like that. I like that optimism.
Optimism is the best ism.
Smiley night.
You too.
The morning light and the warmth calls you to consciousness, as you are now 12 days from the solstice.
Oh, jeez.
He's got a little ticker.
I have a little ticker.
Would it be possible to, but we can do it later, but to just check in with Nana?
Oh, sure.
That's a good idea.
Nana Mori, are you all right? I can't thank you enough for what you did. We made it out safely. Fern's very concerned in making sure that you're healthy and not injured in any way.
A moment later, you get a response from Mori.
Oh, least I could do. Maybe have to make amends in a bit. If they're bold enough to visit.
She's fine. Do you want to send a message to Xandis?
Captain Xandis! Bell's Hills here. What is your ETA?
Is that 3 words or
No.
what? Estimated time of arrival. Anyway.
And that's all we need, right?
No, that's all we need. This is a collect call, so.
Yeah.
That's it!
You got 6 more.
Captain Xandis, Captain Xandis!
Better Hells, this is Captain Xandis, back to you. Yeah, going through the night, got about a day and a half before we arrive, so be ready. You're about a half a day to a day's journey to Jelvan. Nice. Before you begin to see the sky color begin to shift and change. You can push through the night if you want to get there closer and threaten possible future exhaustion, or you could camp up for the night.
I think we camp, right? Because...
I can push it on. Yeah, we can.
Question though, since we're all about to go to bed, I guess. Are you able to reach out to Zephyr beforehand?
Yeah, I can.
I wrote it out for you on a piece of paper.
All right.
Oh, boy. Here it is.
All right, I will send a message to Caliph.
Mm-hmm.
Assassins are north of Eos. An excavation. Planning something terrible on the solstice. Some sort of god killer. Tracking it, but it's bad.
There's a slight pause before Killith's voice comes through your mind on the other end. I understand. The Ashari are beneath Terra at the moment. Something rooted beneath. And the rift is in danger. Might be connected.
I relay all that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, well, I guess we're holding it down for Zephyr here. Cool. Thank you.
Sleepy time? Got your tea?
I start to disrobe.
Of course.
I think we should dream.
Yes.
We should dream.
You're gonna
do that? Yeah.
Try to see where she is, what's going
Operation
on.
Dreamweaver?
yeah.
That's true.
Who should I search out? Should I search out Thule or Ren?
That's a great question.
I'm gonna focus on Ren and the excavation.
Eventually, you fall into a soft slumber. And as the back of your mind begins to concentrate on that single glowing red sphere in the sky, the storm consumes you. The wind battering around. Here, you glance about and can see the soft motes of energy that represent the 3 friends that you sense their presence. Feel them tethered to you in some way. And you, for those who this is your first time journeying alongside the psyche, I believe it's just you for the first time. It takes you a moment to even consider direction before you realize that at the moment there is none. You just exist. The wind blows one direction, then it seems to shift the next for no particular reason or purpose. It's very disorienting. You see the spiritual form of Imogen kind of drifting there amongst the storm, glancing about, and then begins to dive in a direction. And as she does, you feel kind of pulled from the sternum along with it. Shapes begin to go past in the storm rapidly. Shadows of what look like gnarled trees and bits of cliffside rock before eventually you come upon a gargantuan pit. A drop-off in the surrounding broken landscape. A chasm. A massive hole in the ground before you. You can see pieces of equipment along the outside, excavation cranes, and what looks to be wooden platforms built out over it. It is busy, busier than you even recall the last time that you visited. You also see large hulking figures. You see 2 of them. They are large guardian automatons that patrol the exterior of the site. One of which is kind of just patrolling the outer edge of the actual site, and as you kind of begin to glance over from your higher up position, you can see another one that's a little ways down on one of like the mid-tier platforms as it begins to descend within, that is just kind of stationary, standing there. You continue to think of Rin, and there is something pulling you towards this.
I'm gonna try to head towards it. I don't want to get too close to any person. I don't know where Thole is, but if you see her, wake up.
Okay.
All right.
No promises.
You can see elements of an exposed glimmer of society from long ago. It is not a city per se, but signs of intentional building. And as you descend further, you begin to see what you once saw, which is the massive tower. The singular fork-like structure that kind of sits center to this excavation pit. And you can see around it the other structures and ruins that exist. There is a bustle around its base. You see a handful of other massive automatons. You see dozens of other dark shadows of humanoid figures moving around doing their work. They're moving equipment and they're building. They're moving things. They're moving energy sources. Cores are shifting. They're being pulled even further beneath the ground, separated. You get the sense that they're reflexively enhancing their build based on recent circumstances.
They need more power.
But they're bringing them beneath the ground. Whereas once you saw them affixed to the exterior of the one Malleus key you encountered, here there's much more of them, and they're being brought to multitude tunnels. And as you look at this central spire that seems to be the centerpiece, you also get a glimpse of a Malleus key-like structure far larger than the one you encountered in the Fey, built against, onto, and around this spire. You get the ominous sense that this may be the centerpiece of what is to come.
Okay.
You also see a figure standing at the base of this tower. Do you approach?
Well, what does the figure look like?
It's what's pulling you towards it.
You've got this.
You've got
You've got
this.
this.
Roll the dice.
Jen, suck a dick.
Continue.
Still want it.
You drift down with the 3 of you being pulled in tow. And there you see at the base of this spire, standing, hand out in front, frozen. Stone.
Oh.
Plane Rider win.
No.
Stone.
She got
Petrified.
stoned.
Petrified, at the very least.
Locked in place, left for all to see. Whether it be a trophy or a warning, you do not know.
Time to go.
Time to go.
I agree.
Time to go.
Oh God, he's rolling
Yeah,
dice. Let's
we're gonna
wake
try to
up.
get out.
Wake up. Wake up.
Okay.
In the fleeting moments, I'm just gonna see if I can swoop by and look closer at one of those automatons. Just see if there's any cores that are showing, or any eyes, or any features at all that I can discern.
The body is almost egg-like in its mass. It has large clockwork legs and arms that swing like battering rams at the sides as it walks. The head small and shielded. It is armored, and it is intended to be a guardian, a mechanical sentry designed through Arcana. There's an odd familiarity.
Oh, shit!
To the way this design has been built and implemented around this spire.
Motherfucking looting this the less.
You also notice
That would be a trip.
a flash of glowing eyes not far from where you stand. As you kind of glance over in that direction, you see a female figure
No.
right around the side. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
11.
Voice enters your mind. How interesting. I know you.
Fucking fool.
And as you try and pull away for a moment, you feel this like cold sensation come over your mind and you can't move.
Did the rest of us wake up?
Make a wisdom saving throw. Make a wisdom saving throw. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Yes,
All
let's.
Would you consider this a magic?
No!
6.
6. Imogen and Laudna vanish from this in some strange liminal state without the tether that holds you in this dream. Both of you feel this cold sensation over your bodies. You watch as the dark shadows moving around continue to move, but they blur and get darker as you now see the feminine shape of Odohan Thul begin to walk towards you, FCG. A screaming pain shears into both of your minds, and you both immediately wake up screaming.
Oh.
What if she, uploaded some new software in your brain?
You both take 36 points of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
36
Ow.
points.
Anything else?
As far as you know. Are you all right? What happened?
Yeah, we're... It's not good.
She punished us.
Your nose is bleeding a bit.
How much time has gone by for the people in the waking world?
It's been I'd say about an hour.
An hour?
The Amalgus key there is huge. That is Amalgus key, right?
Malleus Key.
Malleus key.
Among Us.
And they were
Among
upgrading
Us.
their PC?
Upgrading, but also I think diversifying the power source, like making a backup of redundancy. You must have heard about the attack, and the second one was underground.
I think there's only...
Two left
There's one left now, the Shadow Realm. I don't think there's another key outside of that.
The Fey and the Shadow realms are the closest
Right.
in cosmology, like the planes that are the most borderline to
Sandwich.
Exandria.
The next
And
membrane.
as such, the power that run through those various realms are parallel and easiest to access.
Power.
So it would have made this key stronger to have those ones.
Fuck.
It's all just an effort to get more strength here.
Just a multiverse multiplier on their power source.
Could be.
To shoot the moon. That sounds so weird.
So regardless, we have to take out the one here.
I think that's correct. And to your point, if it's there to either send or receive, we've already seen that there's a lattice or a gate on the moon. Is it just, like you said, like a big arcane beam to break the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a key.
Yeah, open the
open
gate.
To get in.
It is called a Malleus key.
Maybe they're just opening the
Just
maybe
opening
they're
the
just
gate.
opening the gate.
Oh my god.
I mean, why not call it what it is?
So what's the play here? We're running out of time. Our one strong ally in the vicinity is tabled. we've got the sky ship, but that's still not that fast, so we don't have a lot of time. Do we go on a direct run towards the main spot, or do we attempt to weaken their,
There's already a team in the Shadow Realm.
Also,
Are
we
they
don't
doing
even
as
know
well
how to
as
get
Ren?
there.
Yeah.
We'll have
We could
time on the
check in.
sky ship to like call everyone we know and see
We've got 11 days to raise an army.
All right,
from
hang on.
a
And listen,
moving
with this
sky ship.
as souped up as it was, especially with the automatons, the diversified power source, we'd have to hit both in tandem or try to disable the key. I don't think, as awesome as we are, and we're pretty awesome, that like an assault is going to work. We have to get clever and sneaky, which means you have to go home.
Gotta find a way to get in with my mom.
Yeah,
She's gotta work it from the inside.
yeah.
I'm really fond of you guys, but the idea that all this falls to us
No, we're slapdicks. This is not gonna
Is-
happen.
ludicrous.
It's hilarious, actually.
It's stupid.
You all resting for the evening?
Yes.
Okay. You complete your long rest.
Do we get a long rest? Is there anything adverse?
You do get a long rest,
Okay.
but you do wake up exhausted.
At one point.
I ain't worried about it.
Conditions.
Man, tip your wizards, ladies and gentlemen. Tip your wizards.
You wake up the following morning, most of you refreshed, some of you a bit bruised in a place you've never been bruised before. Your mind throbs with a pain, a dull ache, a headache, but deeper than the forehead-centric pain that you've encountered before, and you maybe have never had
This
before.
is so cool.
And we'll say it's probably mid-afternoon where you come up the last length of the first major bluff mesa top here. As you come into the beautiful green fields, the farmland that spreads around, partitioned by family or business or collective that runs this portion of the surrounding fields of the city of Jovan. You also notice, as you're taking in the sights, a shadow in the sky from the east.
It's our ship.
As you see the approaching sky ship that you had summoned.
Oh, shit. We should get to my father quickly then.
Think he's home? Still nice and early.
Do you make any notions of hiding your presence here?
Just kind of make eye contact with people and nod as I make my way.
I throw my hood up and kind of just keep my head down.
Okay. Well, the energy shifts upon a few moments of recognition, and you begin to notice the townfolk making wide berths. As you kind of approach the exterior of the stables, it's a bit quiet. You hear the occasional, you kind of step inside and look about, and there is one kind of young, bright-eyed, 14-year-old girl.
Is Relvin in?
Yeah, I can get Mr. Relvin.
Thank you.
A moment later, you hear a voice go, "What?" And the door slams, like, goof, 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 goof. You see coming around the corner, a man in his mid to late 40s, kind of dirty blonde hair, kind of pushed to one side. He has kind of a scraggly beard across his chin, just kind of like a thick chin strap beard. Handsome in a rugged sort of way, wearing just a simple button-up shirt, sleeves rolled up past the elbows, and he's kind of wiping off some dirt from his hands as he steps out and kind of looks over at your troop before he immediately locks eyes with you.
Hi, Dad.
Imogen, brings you around here today.
I want to talk about Mom.
I'll fan out and just give a little bit of space. Move to the edges of the barn.
Why didn't you tell me she was alive?
Thought it was easier than you knowing the truth.
When did her powers start showing up?
I don't know. Part of me thinks she always had him by the time we met, and she just kept it from me this whole time. She didn't tell me about it. I think she was, I don't know, shamed, scared.
What happened? Why'd she leave?
I guess the mystery of her gift was stronger than the life we began to build.
That's it? There was no catalyst? There was no moment? She just wanted to know?
Shortly after we had you, about a year or two, said she kept having dreams and was afraid that you were gonna follow in her footsteps. I asked her what that meant. It's a lot to take in at once. You think you know someone. There's a whole part of their life that they just keep keeping a secret from you. I was angry. Still angry. But you know, a little part of me wants to believe she was just doing it to protect you. Maybe trying to either not hurt you or find out what this is so she can stop it or get rid of it. That's what I hoped. But you know, after about 10 years, you just kind of stop hoping. Move on with your life. Besides, I had you at that point to take care of.
Daddy, you could have given me some warning.
You know, I kind of hoped if I didn't say anything, it wouldn't.
She's tied up in some really bad stuff. I think the people she was most afraid of have, kind of pulled her in. From everything I can gather, she wants to fight it, but she knows she's not strong enough, you know? And, what we're trying to do, we're trying to help her fight it. It could get real bad. I don't know what I'm searching for. I guess I'm looking for something. I don't even know her. I have no way to pull her back. Does that make sense?
More than you know.
I know I left in a very troublesome way. But I haven't asked anything of you, Daddy, not in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you can give us, anything that would help break her, or bring her back, or any information? Like a scent that she loved, or a song that she loved, or...
I haven't seen her in near 20 years. I couldn't even begin to tell you what she's like. Only how she was.
What was she like?
She was sweet. She was smart. She was strong-willed. That's why I liked her. There was always a part of me that felt like maybe she knew she didn't belong here as much as she tried. There's a part of me that always thought that when she eventually figured that out, we'd both go together, but... different worlds. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you happen to have any of her things? Did you keep anything of hers by chance? A little box.
Why would that be your business?
It's definitely not. I totally understand. But we're kind of dealing with, like an end of the world situation. So I think whether it's my business or not is, do you have anything?
I'll just roll in here, pulling my leg and trying to bring up such delightfully painful scars.
You think I would come in here for no reason? These aren't tall tales.
We wish it were.
Something's happening, and Mama's involved.
You want to help her?
I'm trying to help her find a path back. I think she's lost. She's struggling.
He looks past you a little bit and looks out toward the city streets, beyond the estate grounds. Bites his lower lip for a second. And he gets up, kind of kicks his boot a bit on the side of one of the stable doors and just walks out of the stable.
I get up and I start walking after him. But as I do, I look around. Do I see Flora in her stable?
You do.
I'm just gonna walk up and nuzzle her. And I keep going.
Eventually leads you to the grass fields here and the Durrani fields that surround your homestead. Almost just like you left it, and just like you've stood there through all those dreams.
This is fucked.
The grass swaying in the breeze, the nearby trees gently taking the wind through them.
I look up at the sky, almost like I'm gonna wake up from a dream. It's gonna turn anytime.
It's mostly blue. Bits of broken gray clouds as they gather further southward towards the Shadow's throne center in the capital.
I just say out loud, I'm gonna turn.
And there's the farmhouse where you're expecting. Your father just stepping into the front door. The rest of you kind of approaching, from a distance if you wish to. You come back to your home and it's as you remember it, if a little more bare. Looks like he hasn't needed as much furniture as of late. Got rid of a couple chairs. But it's welcoming. Comfortable. You hear some rummaging in a back room. He comes around the corner with a small, looks like a square box. He kind of opens it up and pulls out this little chain. This little silver chain with what looks to be an oval-shaped locket at the end. Tosses it to you.
Open it up.
Open it up. And it has a fingerprint pressed into metal. A very, very tiny fingerprint. And it says written in it in handwriting, like someone else written into this like soft metal. The better halves become a better whole.
Boo.
He just kind of looks at you as you kind of look at it. And whatever trouble she's gotten into, don't get yourself too far into this trouble either.
Thank you.
You and your friends probably shouldn't stay too long. Some folks around here that don't have the fondest memories of your exit.
Are they okay?
They got better, but the tales have certainly grown with time, and at a certain point they just stopped listening to me. He approaches and kind of stands right before you, looking a little awkward. You knew him. He was never the master of parental affection.
In his head, he's gonna hear, I never want you to be afraid of me, Daddy.
Me neither. Good luck. Like pats you on the shoulder. That gulf still sits between you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tell her. He just turns and goes back in the room and closes the door.
Oh,
Just nuzzle up to Imogen. I'm sorry.
no, he helped. He helped us.
What is that?
It's a locket. I think my mama. I think she wore it. Or it was made when I was born, maybe.
Is that your fingerprint?
I think it is.
This sort of thing.
Oh, goodness.
Can you imagine?
Bet you were the cutest little baby.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm glad we came. Thank you. I'm glad we came. We should get to the ship.
The skyship is descending on the southern outskirts of town, and this is...
We should probably head that way.
There is not a skyport in this farm village, and it is gathering attention.
I think this may go well.
Yeah.
Let's go. There's nothing.
Go get on that ship.
Let's go make a scene.
Ooh, yes.
Councilwoman Temult, after you.
Dun, dun, dun.
You gonna be cool?
Yes.
And keep the hood down? Maybe.
Put your head up high.
Yeah, you fucking Shaun.
Not too high, it'll pop
Okay,
out.
that's. We got you. If they twitch, they will be on the ground.
I don't
so
think
fast.
they'll mess with us.
All eyes are now on you as you begin to step towards this massive arcane beauty. The silver sun eventually lowering the broomstone, still humming with energy, till it comes to rest in the center of the exterior field, just beyond the main gates of the village. And all faces seem to be a mixture of awe and surprise, the occasional glance of disdain, but this combination of appearance back to back seems to have most people left stunned and kind of unable to emote beyond just taking it in. Hello there, all you great people. There's, no, you don't get the bumpkins to see this such a great display like this, but this is the Silver Sun, one of the great esteemed sky ships to wander all of Exandria, here to bestow upon you a majestic entrance to Bell's Hells. Right here, these fine people that we gotta go, right? We're going to places?
We gotta go.
All right.
We've got to get back to the
This way, Councilwoman.
Oh, I'm
after
gonna
you.
wait till everybody else gets up on the...
I just like brush up the
Done,
steps to make sure they're clear.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till everybody gets up the steps before I... Is the ship landed, or is it...
It's landed currently in the and you see like the ladders and stepways have been kind of placed down onto the ground.
Levitate.
You heard the Councilwoman, you riffraff on board.
Okay, yes, yeah, well, right away.
Yes, yes.
Magistrate.
Major Domo?
Yes.
I get on board and I bow, waiting for her to come up.
Captain Xandis goes, I am also a king. We're all very important.
We're all royalty.
VIPs.
Captain, come on.
I'm just trying to play along besides, you know.
Extra.
Have fun. All right. I'm going up the stairs.
All right, as soon as everybody's up, I'm just gonna turn back to the crowd. I'm not gonna say a word, I'm just gonna... Yes. And fly. Yes. So I'm gonna raise up and levitate up and then like back onto the ship while staring at everybody.
Oh.
You can hear the audible, the gasps just kind of pouring through the crowd. Goodbye, bumpkins. Have a good day. Bring up the leathers. The crew pulls up the extras. All the broomstones begin to fill with energy, begin to glow brightly, and the sky ship picks up off of the field, does one big circular pass over the town at a low angle to just kind of harry the townsfolk one more time before shifting back the northward direction
DS9 spin.
towards... Where are we going?
Hellcatch.
Oh, great! Perfect!
Yes.
I'm gonna put the
As the crow
locket
flies.
on as we're taking off.
All right. As you go ahead and clip the locket around your neck, the wind blowing through your hair, the dappled clouds kind of visible in the distance with the growing kind of gray storm that awaits you over the distant Hellcatch, past the mountain ranges on the outside of the southern regions of Marquet. You gather and steel your minds and selves for whatever lay ahead. And you swear, as you look towards the sky in front of you, this faint visual kind of aurora is just barely visible in the sky.
To that solstice.
And that's where we're going to finish this episode right there.
Oh no.